all my life and the hereafter I've never seen.
Niko na hii kwa sababu kuna wakati nikiona movie naisha katikati labda stima ipotea. Mimi kuna ile kitu nasikia kama imeni affect kwa sababu nilikuwa naona kitu na sijamaliziwa hiyo kitu.
It has also influenced my living style.
Some programs not comfortable watching with children.
So personally, I can say it has changed me how I communicate with the people.
And most importantly, there are times that TV needs to be off, besides when people are asleep.
She's a monster, beautiful monster, beautiful monster.
Television, popularly referred to as TV, is an audiovisual medium of passing information. Its nature makes it an involving media, since the viewer has to be in front of the TV to follow the happenings. This is unlike in medium like radio, where the listener can do other things while consuming its content. Having been invented in 1991 and facing growth through the years, today, TV has become part and parcel of most households, especially in the urban areas, with its audience cutting through all ages. To some viewers, watching TV has become an integral part of their life. They cannot afford to miss watching their favorite program.
TV shows I like Tujuane. I like My Type on KTN. I like Papa Shirandula as well.
Okay, TV shows mimi hupenda Churchill.
The fashion show program.
I watch Looks and Essence.
Today, various programs are aired on TV. These include news,
Trade Union Federation of East Africa Women,
music, fashion, sports, and reality TV, among others. This has not been affected much over the years, since the content has far and wide remained the same. But what can be said of the content consumed in the not-so-recent past on TV?
You know, by that time, there was a lot of discipline in the media sector, and the government was in control of everything. So there were a lot of positive things that time. For example, they could bring programs that would mentor students or young people. And I remember there were programs for the children.
Today, the content has changed to include more content as well as to pass more messages. What can be said of the programs that we consume today?
I remember one day my sister was dancing some other dancing style that it was very, very offensive. Let me say offensive, because I couldn't imagine an 8-year-old girl could dance like that. So I knew she got that from TV, from the music.
You find it very not comfortable watching with children because there's a lot of adult materials, there's a lot of violence, the language is not friendly.
Scholars say that exposure to TV for long periods of time has an effect on an individual's behavior.
TV is the most impactful medium of any media because of its audiovisual properties. As regards the impact, it has extremely, I don't know, should I say the highest impact possible? Higher than radio and a newspaper, from where I see it. But the only thing is that the impact is both positive and negative, depending on which side you want to look at it at. So the answer is yes, very, very impactful.
Okay, ina attract kila mtu, ina attract macho, lakini inafundisha pia vibaya pia. Okay, mimi nilikuwa napenda kuona kama music. Saa zingine nakaa kwa nyumba unajikuta umeenda lu, mtoto anatazidi kuona hizo dance. Sasa dance, example dance, unapata mtoto kesho yake ana dance to the very same alikuwa anaona kwa ata dance hivyo kabisa. Sasa niliona yenyewe hizi vitu kuna venye inaweza kukufundisha kitu kama hizo.
I watch fashion programs. From the way I dress, that's where I get the ideas. From my handbags and shoes and everything. Yeah, that's what I watch most.
For example, for the young kids, when they show exposed pictures of the adults, I think it can affect, because the kids can grow up people do this like homosexuality, which we don't subscribe into.
TV is one of the areas that so many people have complained in terms of time wasting, because recently we had the World Cup, and it is an event, it is a tournament that runs for a whole 1 month. So you can imagine that in a whole 1 month we have 32 teams. Those are excesses of 70 matches to be played, and those ones who really are into football, they watched 3/4 of those games. So you can imagine the impact that it had. Personally, it had a negative impact on me, because it was running and ending at a time when I was just about to start my exams. So my preparation per se for my last semester's exams wasn't that good because of TV.
The media scene in Kenya can be described as accommodative. This is because it has both local and foreign productions.
Local shows tend to reflect who we are. And in most of our local shows, there tends to be a lesson derived from it. And most of them are very episodic. So in every episode, there's a moral lesson to get from it. And some of these local, some are comedies, others, like say Mother-in-Law, is just a slice of life, is how people deal with their in-laws. So it's a bit comic, but there's always a lesson. Even in, let me digress a little and talk about Niger movies. You know, they have the Juju Man, they have got good versus evil, and good prevails. With telenovelas, they also have similar lessons, only that it takes forever for the story to unfold. And then in between, they feed you with so much, I'd say, unwanted information. You know, so you find that people then want to act out the things they see on those telenovelas. So they start placing a demand, and they say, how come my husband doesn't treat me like? Or, you know, that man was cheating on the wife, no wonder he was going home late. My husband comes home late, could he be cheating on me? Oh, issues start, eh? So yes, the foreign movies, if you like, or telenovelas or series have a more negative impact.
Some of them reflect what's happening in Kenya. Some of them affect what's happening locally. Yeah, the people locally who want that, they want to emulate the people in America.
Recently, the Kenyan government brought in a policy that was supposed to regulate the TV content, given that the Kenyan media gives more airtime to foreign media. But does the media provide the required 40% of local content as required, or do they just consider their profits?
Let me be very honest. That is not the first thing we think about as programmers. Personally, I think about two things. Number one, ratings and revenues. Okay? Because all media houses are in business. Without those, without ratings, you're not gonna make money. And if you don't make money, I don't even have money now to go buy these shows that I want to buy.
Just like anything else, TV has its strengths and weaknesses. While TV has both positive and negative effects, more emphasis has been put on the negative aspect, and at times going through sharp criticism.
Every media station is trying to make sure that they give information that will capture more customers. So it's like they are competing with each other. And you find in a situation like a fire tragedy, they even show the burnt bodies that are not good. Even if they give a warning that whatever you're going to view is not pleasing, that is not enough.
We in TV do not censor our content as much as we should. So there are things which when I was growing up were a definite no-no, but now they've become the norm, you know. So you find young people experimenting on, you know, things that would be otherwise have been unacceptable. So maybe they are French kissing, and you know, they're teenagers. It's nothing to them because they see it on TV anyway, so it's all right.
If we go back to the days when we didn't have TV, morals were so high in our country, in our society.
However, it would be wrong to paint TV as an evil in the society, for it has positive side.
Godfrey Mwapembwa, popularly known as Gado, is the most syndicated political cartoonist in Africa. He is the executive producer of a local animation program, XYZ, and a popular editorial cartoonist for the Daily Nation.
I think I'm one of those people who enjoys a good TV, you know, well-done programs. creative projects. I'm in favor of educational stuff, entertainment stuff, but good entertainment.
I remember my youngest daughter. She really learnt a lot from a particular cartoon, namely CBBS. It really educated her a lot. It taught her many things, from even farming to cooking, good English. She actually, her first words of English, she really got it from that program.
For example, when I want to know something that happened, even when I was not there, I just go and turn on my TV. I just search through the channels. I will see what has been happening during the day.
It's through watching television that I got a passion for tennis, and I'm a pro in tennis currently. And as you can see, I'm also physically fit because of good eating habits and also being active in sports.
If you look at the way TV is being used currently, someone who is in Western Kenya will know whatever it is that is happening in Central Kenya. Someone who is in Central will know whatever it is that is happening in Coast region. So TV in a way tries to open up someone's thinking. You become deeper in your thoughts. Your understanding of your region becomes also deeper.
We've created positive celebrities. They are TV personalities who now young men, young women can model themselves after. They can say, when I grow up, I really want to be like that person. And that person has a positive social impact within the society. Beyond that is it's opened up the minds of Kenyans and people's minds. You may find someone who started a certain type of business. Why? Because they watched something on TV.
Since the negative effects of TV can be felt by the society, it's important to find who's responsible.
I think everybody is to blame. First of all, the producers, those who are in charge of the programs, who do not mind about the children. You wonder what the future of these children who are watching some very funny music which comes on most of our TV stations.
Another set of group that is being blamed are the producers. These are the people behind the programs that come on air. According to them, nobody should be blamed.
I've always refused to blame a lot of the ills that are blamed on TV. I mean, I think it has influence, but also there are a lot of other factors that are coming in.
You can't put blame on the media owners or the people who make the programs for what somebody takes away from the program. Yeah.
The media practitioners share the blame. Parents at home share another blame. In fact, when you look at most of our sitting rooms, we design everything around the TV. All the seats face the TV. The center of the house is the TV. From where I sit, I'd say that it's 50-50.
With every stakeholder holding an opinion on who's to blame, a solution has to be sought on a way to reduce the negative effect TV has on its audience, and more so, the youth.
Don't just follow anything that you see on TV. You should be wise.
I think the youth themselves have to police themselves, because I do not see anyone else doing it. I don't see their parents succeeding at it as much. I don't see, if you like, authorities or government succeeding at it.
I kept saying youth need to be brought up with values where somebody actually knows this is wrong, this is right, the difference.
I normally tell my children, when even this advertisement come, just switch to a safer channel.
Now let me say also something a bit controversial. It's important sometimes to switch off that TV, right? In fact, if, particularly in a family setting, if you say the whole of this week, TV will be off and we all will be in the sitting room. So either we talk or we look at each other is fine, right? The best thing you can do to your family.
Different pieces of advice have been provided for the viewers to choose from. There won't be anyone coming to police you around. The power is in your hands. Take charge of what you expose yourselves to.
All my life and the hereafter, I've never seen one like you.